Hello and welcome, my Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Pisces, waxing to full in Libra, March 2021? And isn't that an incredibly long lead-in? I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, author of Words of Grace, now on Kindle. Fellow earth sign that I am, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hey, my sea goats, how y'all doing, my Capricorn born? Very, very happy to be working for you today. Let's get some business out of the way, and then we'll get down to business for you. As I said, my book, Words of Grace, is now on Kindle. Ebook format, EPUB. I hired a millennial to do the coding and all that brilliant work he did. Dylan Martinson, check him out. He's something else. He's had plays produced. He's really cool. Glad to be collaborating in that way. Links are in the description box if you want to get a little preview of the book. You can do that. It's really cool. And I wrote that book during a dark night of the soul. So it's been helping other people who are in dark night of the soul. It's like I fucking went before y'all. Just like kind of picked up some pearls of wisdom along the way and just tossing them over my shoulder in that book. Have at it. That being said, I'm also monetized now on Facebook, of all places, my DrawingTheCircle Productions Facebook page. I've been doing paid and free events. I subscribe to Zoom so we can record it and doing readings that way, and it's just, my career has expanded. So that's why you haven't been seeing as many videos coming up, and why I'm bringing other readers and other presenters. I've got a yoga teacher I'm in discussions with. I've got a choreographer, friends of mine throughout the ages, and some new as well. Nancy Antonucci, if you'd like to check out her work on my channel. She's going to be like maybe a weekly or monthly contributor because she's busy. She's got a book coming out next year. So yeah, DrawingTheCircle Productions, bringing people together with spirit. That is our, our motto since 1998 when we started all this. So Capricorn, you are creative earth. So, you know, this reading we're about to do for you, keep that in mind, that slow and steady wins the race. My career to get to this point has certainly been a hero's journey of slow and steady wins the race. So let's get up in this gig. This is a 7-card draw, 1 card from 7 different card systems, 4 oracles, 2 tarot, 1 healing system, to get you the clues, tips, and hints that you need for a specific timeline. We are looking at the new moon in Pisces, which technically is yesterday. I'm doing this on Sunday, so this was on Saturday, March 13th. 5:21 a.m. and they are looking at the timeline of the waxing moon to full in Libra on the 28th of March, 2:48 p.m. all times Eastern, because I'm in New York. Yeah, so like picking a card a day, except 7, and not just for a day, but essentially a 2-week part of the lunar cycle. It's a general read. Standard YouTube reading rules apply. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get either more information about what we're about to look at, or something else completely different that you need, according to my pantheons of the divine, to be aware of in some way, shape, or form. All the decks I read are always in the description box at the bottom. And all I can really ask for anybody, whether you are new to my channel or subscribed since the beginning, both feet on the floor if you can. Nothing wrong with kicking back, though. And focus on your breath, if you will, as will I, to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that comes in the present moment of the eternal now through my pantheons of the divine, through these systems. Enough explanation. Please take a nice deep breath. It's all that talking just to get to that breath. Please, my angels, starting with the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. My angels of earth in the sign of Capricorn, the Arielites, the Urielites, the Aureolites, please, 1 card in clarity for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. Who is the healing angel they most need to call upon? Whether that means study, you know, Wikipedia search, you know, or pray to, or work with, or acknowledge that is already in their orbit, their energetic orbit, this new moon in Pisces, waxing to full in Libra. Ooh, oh no. One of my least favorite words in the mystical alphabet. Enchantment. Not Enchanted. That's a Stevie Nicks album and one of my favorites, honestly. But no. On this is depicted a unicorn. You go, aww. unicorn. Oh, horny, right? See what's there. It's a wild animal, a couple of tons of raw muscle, and a deadly weapon on its side that can only be tamed by a virgin. And where are you going to find one? Right? See what's there. Now, that's just the skeptical Virgo in me. Can't help it. Born that way. 4 planets, second house in Virgo, you bet. But as I tune to this, it really is saying, like, what would the healing angel of enchantment do, right? You got to look at what was the intention of the author, in this case, Doreen Virtue, at the time, to put someone in touch with a specific core, if you will, a legion of healing angels with a specific function that, of course, can be generalized. What would the healing angel of enchantment do? Perhaps help you see through an enchantment. Right? Thing is, honey, I got enchantments all over my house. Things that are hidden and hidden in plain sight that carry, let's just say, other intentions to them, all for the well-being of all, mind you, but still nonetheless, right? Like, you can have a stone in your driveway that's like enchanted to protect the house, right? Something as simple as that. But then the other interpretation of this, which I feel like does bear weight here, is that there are things going on behind the scenes that you are unaware of, but they are things of the divine, and therefore of the mystical, which means you really can't understand. Like, if you're wandering through an enchanted forest, it's not like you go, oh, let's go walk through the enchanted forest. You're walking through a forest, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute. I've been walking in the same direction for the past 10 minutes and I keep passing the same tree, right? Oh, is the Fae involved? Run! Touch iron. Wait, where's my... I always have a piece of iron handy just in case. Because I got Fae blood. That's like not trusting family. Where is that thing? Oh, there it is. Nothing like a piece of wrought iron. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. It's got pointy on it if I need to get pokey with it, right? I told you I'm a professional witch. It's not that the Fae aren't lovely. They're neutral, like a hurricane. Or foxglove. Yeah, Datura, what a beautiful flower. Except it can kill you, right? Digitalis, Beetlejuice. Let's move on. We're going to stay with the angelic vibe here. Archangel Ariel, my personal archangel, she's part of this enchantment card for you, one of the 3 archangels of the north. Powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Tony Carmine Salerno. Let's see what she has to say about the stone, lovely earth power thing, that you can work with this healing angel of enchantment. Please take a nice deep breath. And I do call upon thee, my beloved Archangel Ariel, 1 card in clarity for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the crystal oracle you would have for this beloved earth sign brother or sister of mine? This new moon in Pisces, waxing to full in Libra, particularly with the, SpaghettiOs. You got the Ruby. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. I just Kenny Rogered you. Oh my God, once they cross over, it feels like they all hang out in the ethers around me. Don't know why, don't care either, but glad for the little tidbits. I have to say, Carrie Fisher and Cloris Leachman together are quite an interesting pair. Ruby, passion, love, and precious memories. I was going to say precious moments just for the... precious moments. Your passion for someone you love is being rekindled, and you will soon find yourself glowing with a newfound sense of joy and wonder for life. Personally, I'd rather be nibbled by rats right now with everything going on planet Earth, but to each their own. As you find yourself reflecting on all the blessings and precious memories derived from this beautiful relationship, you realize that bad times are easily forgotten, yet precious memories of love live forever. Excuse me for 1 second. I had a little piece of cynicism stuck in my throat chakra. Love is an ocean which forever ebbs and flows, at times a raging sea, at times tranquil and calm. Well, you know what? Life is a highway, and I want to ride it all night long. Look, the enchantment with something, and, you know, let me just double check. I opened right to it. Your passion for someone you love is being rekindled, and you will soon find yourself... Okay, now it really does have that romantic vibe to it. And, you know, some enchanted evening, you might meet a stranger. Oh, good God. You put these two together, this is talking about a divine thing, but it's talking about rekindled here. Now, you have to take that as it resonates, because Lord knows, I watch other readers, and there are certain people I have just closed the door on, and I'm a reader. So I'm like looking for, what's the detail that says it's not this person, but it seems to be that person? I'm like, ugh. Which means the hands of the divine are at work. I'm so sorry. Such a Virgo. Legs crossed. We're the only sign that crosses our legs. But Capricorns. Here we go. Let's just keep going. They're saying, all right, let's get some tarot on the table. We've got 2 of our 4 oracles on the table. I feel like I have your interest for some reason. We're going to look at your heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra, the interior world, the interior world, the divine feminine aspect of yourself with daughters of the moon. And then we will look root, sacrum, solar plexus, your masculine energy, the external part of this, either how you appear from the outside looking in, or who this is about. We would hope, keeping in mind, this is saying something from the past, and I hate comeback readings. Seriously, bring me somebody new. Bring all the dancing boys. Images of Madeline Kahn in Mystery of the World Part 1. No, 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 no. Yes. Breathe. Yes, indeed, my goddesses of Earth and the sign of Capricorn. That felt good. 1 card in clarity for this Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this read. What is it they need to know about inside themselves? Heart, throat, third eye, crown. There's a lot going on inside for all of us, always, but particularly it seems right now. What is it they need to be aware of? Embrace, wax, right? Waxing moon stuff. Considering that they are dealing with the healing angel of enchantment and Ruby, that passion, that rekindling, that love, this new moon in Pisces waxing to, I'll take top card, to full in Libra. See, this isn't just me. This is you too, walking away. And, you know, it's such a code word for 8 of Cups, and I get it, but it is. It's going deep into yourself. It's like, it's totally that vibe. So it's not just me. Earth signs unite, right? Woo, if we ever banded together, well, we'd get it done. It would take a while. Lots of committee meetings, right? Lots of foundations laid and steps taken, slow but steady wins the race. So I love Capricorns. I would marry a Capricorn, being a Virgo, just for the practical aspects of it. And y'all grow younger as you get older, which is kind of something fun to look forward to, depending on your childhood, this life. Regression. The card of withdrawal here in this deck is so beautiful to me. It's almost like the emotional hermit card. I mean, this woman got in a rowboat with a torch at night, rowed to get to this island, following a trail of cups, some upright and full, some spilled, to go into a cave. That took some work. You are really, really willing to do the interior work, Capricorn, that you are in whatever way that is. Rebirthing, inner child work, therapy, journaling, art, yoga, tai chi, reiki, schmakey, eggs, and bakey, whatever it is that you are doing here, I get it. Particularly if things seem a bit enchanted in the shadow sense. That sense of, I have no idea what's going on here. Right? It's like this could be anything. I'm not up for it. And yet, there is this piece of the heart involved here. That ruby red. And there is a sense of devotion, but it's almost like, I'm going to turn this devotion inward. Thank you very much. What does this look like on the outside? Please take a nice deep breath. Good. So it's not just my cynicism for the day. It's the empathic cynicism of the Capricorn collective, and I'm down with that. Please take a nice deep breath. Both feet on the floor mark. Yeah, my legs just want to go into Virgo position. Please, my gods of Earth and the sign of Capricorn. What does this Capricorn collective, did I just see a flipper? No. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, most need to be aware of either how they appear from the outside looking in, horizontal trajectory, or who is this person that they're dealing with. Let's just cut right to it, please, considering they've got the healing angel of enchantment with the ruby. And that I have no planets in Capricorn, by the way. I might be projecting, but I really feel like I'm picking up on a very, I think, more than specific group of people here with that withdrawal card. So please, what is it? What do they need to be aware of this waxing moon, this outside, this new moon in Pisces, waxing to full in Libra, March 2021? Seven of Pentacles. Certainly, I would say from the outside looking in that you are focusing on your work. Like, if you want to see it that way, you're just like, it's not so much that your head is down and you're toiling away, but there's a lot of evaluation here going on with that Seven of Pentacles. I like the word appraisal, right? When you have something appraised, yes, there is a certain aspect of appraisal, like a piece of jewelry. You want to know not just the worth of the thing, but is it real, right? Is it diamond? Is it zircon? Is it ruby? Is it, it's like, that's a piece of hard resin that you got there that somebody poured and made out of plastic. To associate that with the value. Now, what I'm getting is you might very well be going within yourself to really go in to these feelings that are coming up within you. That's why I get, now look, ruby, how much you want to spend for that kind of thing. If you happen to have one, rock and roll, you've got your stone to play with here, but you can get raw ruby. It's not that expensive, and depending on the size of it, obviously, or by the weight of it, actually. When it's tumbled is usually how that goes. Just go reputable. Like, go, be careful. Particularly when it comes to ruby, which is a precious stone, not a semi-precious. But you can get it, like I said, tumbled. I'm doing it right now. Like this Seven of Pentacles. Like, well, you want to assign value here, and how interesting that was attached to that card vibrationally. Let's keep going, because that's still a little vague. It's not really telling us who this person is, and it's a general read, It's a 7-card draw. I get you the best I can with those parameters in place. Let's get you a healing mantra here, and I'm going to go Soul Contract. The Ascended Masters are, this deck is consecrated, if you want to see it that way, to the Ascended Masters. Please take a nice deep breath. So rather than General Assembly, my Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts. Don't know if this is twin flame or soulmate, family member, lover, past lover. General read, please. What is the perfect healing mantra for this Capricorn collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sign watching this video, receiving this reading, dealing with the healing angel of enchantment, ruby, withdrawal on the inner, Seven of Pentacles, really that appraisal, that assigning value on the outer. What is their perfect healing mantra this new moon? Waxing to full in Libra, March 2021. Liberating love. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. Wow. Wow. That is so very much what's on the table here. In fact, I'm even going to go so far as to say what the healing angel of enchantment is going to show you. And this is a bit 8th chakra, but I'll go there. That the love you give yourself right now is the most important, because the love you are allowing yourself to give yourself, the love that only you can give yourself, is not so easy. And it's not a once and done. It's not a vaccination, even if it's twice. It's a relationship. It's a relationship you have with yourself. I'm certainly going to read this from the Bookie book, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra Deck, which is very, very powerful if you work it. But I could see in tandem with a ruby, with the healing angel of enchantment, that there are things going on behind the scenes that you can do your best to evaluate and assign value to. Is this worth my time? Is this worth my energy? Why am I thinking about this? What are these feelings about? But that's why go in and do that work. What are these feelings? Because there may be more here than you can see. And I do feel like it's of a mystical nature, that it's not just somebody necessarily being shady. That might be in there too, but regardless, again, a general read. Let's get this mantra. I allow myself, not even I'm going to make myself, I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. And if you've been giving a lot of fulfillment to others and not getting that back, I think you'll really dig this. I mean, only part of the human experience since Jump. HIJKL, liberating love. Sorry, still something throat chakra going on here, because I haven't been coughing all morning. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I am willing to give. When love is liberated, liberating love being the name of the mantra, when love is liberated, your heart remains open to all the gifts that life has to offer. Not the easiest thing in this world. As love is liberated from the emotional wounds of the human condition, it becomes easy to accept, forgive, and receive. Now, again, as love is liberated from the emotional wounds of the human condition, which means things that we picked up along the journey and that were written into this life to condition us. I mean, language. You want to talk about conditioning is a neutral word, right? We all learn languages. We all learned, hopefully, how to treat each other kindly, but you can see how conditioning to the contrary, right? It's a neutral thing, conditioning. So to be liberated from the conditioning of whatever happened in your childhood and past lives, and Lord knows what else is going on in the world, right? It becomes easy to accept, forgive, and receive when you're liberated from that, and that's an ongoing process. When such actions seem exhausting, and Lord knows they do, and I guess I'm feeling sort of that here, it is simply a sign that your heart doesn't feel safe enough to remain open. Hello, 2020 and 2021. When this occurs, your will's freedom to embrace each tender corner of your consciousness will allow opening up to resume. This is about giving yourself the love to those voices that don't want to love and feel unlovable and don't want, I can feel it, like want to walk away from this past thing that keeps coming up inside of you. You know, I have to say, if you're still, what is the word I've been using for the phrase I've been using for it? Hanging out at home more, right? Taking some personal time away from the world for health reasons. You know what I'm talking about. How can we not have things that we've been avoiding and trying to get away from surface from within us, right? Well, the only other choice there is then to distract yourself, and we know how dangerous that can be, Capricorns, right? Sex, drugs, rock and roll, work, right? Mine tends to be work, inner and outer, but at least the inner work, right? Which is what this is. When the heart has permission to open, your love is liberated, and you can shine a light into all levels of reality to awaken to the truth of all. And like I said, there's something unity consciousness, quantum schwantum here going on. This mantra is ideal for learning how to believe in yourself, promoting self-realization, which is to make real within yourself the divine into this world, and integrating the shadow. A little shadow work on top of it. Lovely. I mean, it does make sense. It does make sense. So I you know, whatever this evaluation is, it's not saying to completely drop it. It's just saying that that's just a part of it. That to liberate yourself from the conditioning and maybe to evaluate this, how much of this really isn't about this present situation. Because what's triggering the memory, right? What's triggering this ruby emotional passion love thing? Well, I think we're going to find out in the next two decks. Our last two, right? We got 2 oracles, 2 tarot, and a healing system on the table. These last 2 oracles should do it. It's the Whispers of Love oracle and the Lover's oracle. So let's go to the higher selves of all involved, considering it's you and somebody else. And remember, this could be familial, this could be friend, this doesn't necessarily always have to be romantic sexual, but usually is. Please take a nice deep breath. And I do so verily call upon the higher selves of all involved here. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, please. One card in clarity. For the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, on watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the whisper of love message, the piece of inspiration, or insight they most need, involving this enchanted relationship with is neutral, that word, enchanted, with the ruby that they need to help them clarify, to help them feel this love in a safe way and deal with and perhaps give themselves the love that only they can give themselves in this phase of withdrawal that they are in, the 8 of Cups on the inner, with the 7 of Pentacles on the outer, evaluating the situation in its physical form, its value, while they really need to liberate love, being willing, right? Allowing themselves to receive all the fulfillment they are willing to give to every nook and cranny within them. getting things off their chest, so to speak. So please, higher selves of all involved, what's their message? This new moon in Pisces waxing to full in Libra. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. I'm going to tell you right away. This is not necessarily saying for you to act on this right away, not with this interior walking away. This could very much be. It's not what you say, it's what you do. It's a good boundary, right? If somebody says they're going to do something and don't, like, and you know, shit happens, there's that. There's a difference between a true explanation and a reason. Well, I mean, you know, I couldn't, but if it's like, no, this happened, I'm so sorry, then, you know, nothing to forgive. Shit happens. But actions speak loudly. And I think this really has to do more with this external card. It would. It's the masculine energy part of you. Saying, just watch, just evaluate, not necessarily judge, like, me, not like that. Well, and if that voice comes up, you give it a voice, but you don't let it drive. You don't let it make your decisions. That's a part that's in the shadow, let us say. But rather to really evaluate the situation from this place of, all right, I am going to see if you do what you say you will do. Right? And for yourself as well. What you might still be in that place of, okay, I need to evaluate what I want to do about this, because this keeps coming up. I'm going to deal with the feelings as they come up, but I have no idea what actions to take, which is totally fine, right? Come on. Look at artists around the world, right, who have all these inspirations and don't know how to bring them into form, right? Because the world has changed so drastically, like just theater alone, right? I mean, we'll get there, but in the meantime, right, what are you doing to make a living? Just a really good example, and looking at how things are changing, and to know that the gods never gave someone a brilliant skill, let's say, to play the violin, without getting them the violin, right? It's just written in as every card. No, I don't think we had any jumpers off the table, not that I can see. Nope, I think they at least all stayed, and none of them flipped. Let's get your last card down. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, both feet on the floor. Right. My collective pantheons of love, consisting of the angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all involved in terms of love. I get actions are needed here, but what is the lover's oracle here? What are the actions that will speak loudly? What is this about? Please, all of you, clarify for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their message this new moon in Pisces, waxing to full in Libra? Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. I get this. I get this. This is certainly about you, giving you the love that you need, that liberating love card, really. The mantra alone. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. You do love this person, whoever it is, and it's not speaking. I was hoping it would say, like, Cupid's arrow has struck, you know, or something. There's some cards in there that can make it so specific, as does the Whispers of Love Oracle, but they're keeping it very general here for you. So apply this as it fits. The more I give myself the love that only I can give, I'm going to see this differently. I'm going to liberate my heart from some of this past stuff that I have with this person. You know, they might even be someone who's crossed over. That's what I'm saying. It's like, whether or not this is a comeback around, it's coming back around inside of you. And as you are going in, it's like I said, some of these cups are standing up and some are spilled. You might have mixed memories about this person, and memories, let's face it, are emotional, right? Can you remember what you had for dinner this day last year? Probably not, unless it was a birthday or an emotional occasion, right? In that sense, right? There's biochemistry to emotions, and therefore biochemistry to memories. That's why when we get triggered, we never really know what it's what is there that was already there before the trigger was triggered. So let me put it together here. I'm going to put it together. Please take a nice deep breath. I get what this is. This is a solid message. Please, my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, and the ascended masters of all. The ascended masters of soul contracts, certainly, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, in this cloudy situation, which has now been clarified a bit, may the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need. This new moon in Pisces waxing to full in Libra, that the actions that need to be taken speak loudly but express love, that is appraised, that is looked at, that is evaluated for the good that it can do and the timeliness of it, while they take the time to withdraw, embrace the emotions within them, liberating love, allowing themselves to receive all the fulfillment that they can give themselves in balance to those that they have given to others through the healing enchantment that is upon them right now, with this relationship from the past coming back, reviving itself, calling to be healed, and allowing for the space between both of them to flow, that the winds of heaven may dance between them, always giving each other space, never claiming, but simply allowing and giving the love to the self and to the other, for a purpose greater than can be seen, but that nonetheless the angels are assisting in, guiding them, guarding them, helping them heal for their well-being and for the well-being of all. This new moon to full moon next March 2021. So mote it be. And so it is. It's a heavy read, but you're Capricorns. So, hey, if it helped, thumbs up. You want more? Subscribe. You want to comment? Please do. What's this about? Even if you just write, like, lover, husband, right? Daughter. Like, who's this relationship with? Because I'd like to know. I would like to know. But otherwise, go check out my book. If you need some grace with this, certainly I would recommend The Grace of Fortitude and The Grace of Humility. The book leads off with The Grace of Humility. Go check it out. Or if you want to come tarot party with me on Monday nights on Facebook, links in the description box. Otherwise, really, really, truly, from my heart to yours, as one earth sign to another, I know how hard we work. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next March 2021, that you may receive all that you need on this and liberate that love within you for the well-being of all. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.